Hey, it's Drew Bennett from Big Damn Kid, and I have issue number 44 of Transformers. We finally get back to regular continuity of the original run of Transformers from Marvel, and we can see, because we've been with the headmasters, we got headmasters here up in that top portion, and this issue we see we got some stuff going on with Optimus Prime and Skylynx, and it's called the Cosmic Carnival. Yep, the Cosmic Carnival. That's the title on the front and on the back. So there's this giant, I don't know, kind of like space train, and it is where the Cosmic Carnival is located. So we got this Cosmic Carnival train thing, that space train going through through space, and in the meantime, as that goes through space, the Autobots who are on Steelhaven, okay, so Optimus Prime and Goldbug, and then the three Target Masters plus the Nebulans, they're there, and Optimus is showing them pictures of, he's showing them home movies. He's showing them pictures of Cybertron, and then some information about Earth and what's happened, and he's basically telling them all about the war. So it seems that Optimus is a bit back to his old self, even though he came off a floppy disk. And as they're going through, they get another image that comes to the screen, and it's all about the Cosmic Carnival, and tells them about the Cosmic Carnival. And as they're watching this advertisement, they see, in the advertisement, as they're watching the advertisement, they see Skylynx. And so they make a detour. Instead of going right back to Earth, they make a detour to find out what the heck is going on and why is Skylynx in this Cosmic Carnival? Why is Skylynx being featured at this Cosmic Carnival? They don't know. So when they get there, the price is pretty steep, and only Optimus and Goldbug can afford to get in. They use some energon, spare energon, to get into the Cosmic Carnival. So as they go through, there's various different alien life forms, and they go through and they look around and they see all the different various life forms, and they're trying to find out where Skylynx is, and to figure out where he is, Optimus says, follow the crowds. So they follow along the crowds, and as they're going along, they see, here's this human, and he's like a human, he's like a barker, and he's talking to them about some human children. And if we remember from a few issues ago, or it has to be a couple weeks ago now that I put this up, but there are these 4 kids that were with Skylynx, and now apparently they're in there in an exhibit, and human children apparently are a big draw to watch these human children. And so Optimus and Bumblebee try to get them out, but they are in for a big, shocking disappointment. Yes, that enclosure that they're in is booby-trapped, and they cannot get out of it. Now, the person who is guarding it, let's see, what is his name? Berko. So Berko is the barker, and he's guarding it. Well, he decides that he's going to take them to see Mr. Big Top. So Optimus and Bumblebee go to see Mr. Big Top, who is this giant Jabba the Hutt-like slug creature, and they want to make the kids out of there, and they want to free Skylynx, but Mr. Big isn't having it. But he tells them, go ahead and enjoy the carnival, go see the sights, see what's happening there. But I have this contract. I have this legitimate contract that's been signed, so that Skylynx has signed over to work at the carnival to work off his debt. So Optimus and Goldbug go to the carnival to see the whole thing. And as they go to see the whole thing, they see the performance that Skylynx does. So, here's Skylynx coming up from, he separates into Lynx mode and Pterodactyl mode, and goes jumps, does dives, and basically is doing a very death-defying dive. Although I don't understand how it's like so, death-defying. I mean, he's a robot. He's not going to hurt himself or anything. But he transforms back into shuttle mode to land, and there he lands on the ground. Optimus then talks to him, and he's like, what's going on? Why are you here working this off? And he's like, it's a long story. So as he's going to be flying the kids back, this is after the confrontation between the Dinobots and Blaster. He's flying the kids back to Earth, but they get the ad for the Cosmic Carnival, and the kids begged him to take him. So, he took the kids to the Cosmic Carnival. So they're there, and they're taking a look at the Cosmic Carnival, and they're checking everything out. And, they go to leave, and they find out, hey, you can't pay. You didn't pay, and you have to pay to be here. So you've already seen everything, so you need to pay. And they got no money, they got nothing. So Skylynx basically signs himself into servitude in order to pay off their debt. But at the same time, the children are then put into an exhibit. So, he basically sold the kids into slavery. And, and he's conscripted into service, and he can't get out because, as soon as he works off his debt, he's got more debt. And that's, basically, that's what the Cosmic Carnival is all about. They go and they take alien life forms from all over the universe, and they conscript them into service, and they can't get them out. So, you got this guy, Berko, who's a human, and he, the reason that he's there, we find out, is that he got abducted, and he was put on display, but then he started to become useful to Mr. Big Top, and they made him a barker, and as he was made into a barker, he's in charge of different things. And without Berko, no one can get out of the enclosure that the kids are in, or else it'll actually blow up like a big giant bomb. So Optimus and Goldbug, convince him that they'll help him get back to Earth if, he helps them. If he helps them, get the kids out, they're going to rescue Skylynx and the children and get back out. So, get off the world. So, so during the next performance for Skylynx, Optimus leaps into action. Berko is working things out with Goldbug. And so Optimus leaps into action, and he transforms into his vehicle mode. Skylynx into his Lynx mode, lands on Optimus, and they, smash through the rest of the carnival. And as they're smashing through the carnival, Mr. Big is like, don't let them escape. And Berko unlocks the building for the enclosure for the kids, so gets the kids out of there. They all pile into Goldbug, and people around think it's some sort of exhibit, like a bunch of clowns getting into a clown car. How many people can get put into there? Optimus and Skylynx are trying to get away, and they're different acts are trying to attack them. There's this guy on a motorcycle who figures that he can stop them, but he's not going to stop them. And Skylynx turns into his shuttle mode. Optimus and Skylynx, they have their big performance, and the crowd goes crazy for him. They love him, and so they bow. Mr. Big tries to stop Bumblebee, and he has captured Bumblebee and the kids, and he's basically going to rip them apart, or unless the Transformers, Optimus and Goldbug do something to stop him. So Goldbug backs up, smashes him, and knocks him into the former enclosure where the kids are, and Berko locks it up, and now Mr. Big is locked into his own carnival, and he can't get out because Berko is the only one who can get anybody out with it without it blowing up. And Berko is now headed off-world with Optimus, Goldbug, Skylynx, and the children. They are now headed home. and Berko is finally going to get to go home, whereas Mr. Big Top is now a main attraction in his own carnival. This one's a little wacky, a little weird, but it gets us back on track as to what's happening. We see Optimus Prime back in action. He is now, his old self. It's interesting because he doesn't look like the Power Master form of himself. And we don't see a lot with the other Power Masters, Getaway and Joyride, all those guys. We don't see a lot with them. And the Nebulans, when we see them, they don't look like they underwent the bioengineering at this point. They look back to, being a little bit normal. I don't understand how that works, but apparently, it's arbitrary. It's not like it's armor that they can put on because their body has to actually fold up differently now because of the bioengineering. But that's continuity. Can't say that all of these are really great with continuity. It's interesting what's going on with this. I'm glad to finally get back into the regular issues, and that's a lot more fun to me than that last issue. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Anyway, it's Drew Bennett from Big Damn Kid. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as Big Damn Kid, at Facebook, Facebook/Big Damn Kid. It's supposed to be Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as Big Damn Kid. And you can also find me here and also at BigDamnKid.com if I ever get back there and start writing again, because as soon as you get behind and you're writing long write-ups about every issue, it's hard to get back. So I'm going to try to get back and do that. But if you stay here and you subscribe and you like and you see what's going on, I'll be making more. I'm making them every day. Thanks for watching.